Today we're going to talk about how to supercharge your affirmations for potent manifestation. So first, we're going to go over why you want to use affirmations, what do affirmations do, and then we'll go into the tips. And I want to start off by sharing that my style is to simplify things because all of this is very simple because you're already doing it in some capacity. It's about taking that practice and using it with intention. Now, what is an affirmation? An affirmation is a positive command to your subconscious. Your subconscious is always paying attention, always listening, and everything that you are saying and doing is sending commands to your subconscious. This is very important. Now remember that everything that you say and do is a command to your subconscious. And that's going to come up in one of our tips, so pay attention. Now, why do you want to use affirmations? Affirmations are, again, positive commands, and they are positive commands to your subconscious. And have you ever noticed when you set an intention or a goal for something that you haven't done, and the first time you say it, how does it make you feel? For example, I have a mission to impact and to empower 1,111 femmes of color and their allies all within the next 5 years. And when I say that, I feel freaked out. I have imposter syndrome. I get nervous, I get stressed. I feel like maybe I just shouldn't do it. That's an audacious goal. And what I want to point out is that this is your nervous system going into a stress response, fight or flight. And the affirmation is integrating it into your nervous system so that it receives it and can receive it. So again, to sum it up, you want to use affirmations because if you are setting a goal or an intention, at first it's going to trigger a stress response in your nervous system, and the affirmation acclimates the goal or intention into your nervous system, so you stop feeling triggered by it and you start feeling like it's totally normal to you. Now, this is important to know because if you feel triggered by it, that's actually sending out the vibration that this does not feel safe. So if you're creating an affirmation or you have a goal, and for example, my goal that to impact and empower 1,111 femmes of color and their allies to live their purpose with confidence and integrity, if I am talking about it as if it's and believe that it's audacious, if I believe that I shouldn't do it, if I feel triggered by it, that's undercutting my intention to do it because it's sending out the vibration that this is not safe for me. So you want to show yourself by working with your nervous system using the affirmation that this goal and this intention is safe. Now let's get into our 3 tips so that you can supercharge your affirmations for potent manifestations. Tip number 1 is affirmations are positive commands. I know I said this before, but I see people use affirmations that use the words no, not, never, which are negative words, and the subconscious doesn't understand them. So if you're going to create an affirmation that works, you have to start by using a positive command. Now, using words like no and not, things that you don't want, negative words, those are helpful in determining what your affirmation really needs to be. So if you're like, I don't want to feel tired, I don't want to feel lazy, I'm not unproductive, you have to switch it around and think of the positive statement that omits the N word, the negative word. So I am energized, I am productive, I am rested, I am, etc. So you get the idea. Tip number 2. If you want to use affirmations that are potent and help you manifest, then you need to be specific and use timelines. An example is, if you're using affirmations to find a job that you love, that you're satisfied with, and that you are passionate about, maybe you come up with the affirmation, my job is, I have a career that is fulfilling, satisfying, and I am passionate about. Be specific. Give yourself time to sit with what that job that makes you feel impassioned, satisfied, and fulfilled, what it looks like, what it feels like, what is entailed in terms of income, in terms of how much time you put into it, and then include those in your affirmation. So your affirmation shift from I have a job that I am passionate, fulfilled, and satisfied by to I have a job where I have an office that I go to and work 20 hours a week, and my income is $5,000 a week that I am impassioned, fulfilled, and satisfied by. And you can even include what the work is. So if you already know what fulfills you, what you are passionate about, and what you find purpose in, include that. I am a spiritual practitioner. I am a Reiki practitioner. I am a coach. Whatever it is that you are passionate about, include that and be specific in your affirmation. And then include a timeline. And that could sound like, I have this job that within the next year, within the next months, within the next. Now, the last tip number 3 is to embody your affirmation. So like I mentioned earlier, your subconscious is always listening to what you're saying and what you're doing. And to embody the affirmation is being in full integrity with the affirmation so as to supercharge that energy. So what does it mean to be in full integrity and to embody your affirmation? So going back to the example of my example, empowering and impacting 1,111 femmes of color and their allies to live their purpose with confidence and integrity. If I'm going to be in an integrity with this affirmation and be 100% invested in it, when people ask me what I do, I share with them my mission. I share with people my mission. I live my mission. Everything that I'm doing is in support of this mission to impact that many people of that demographic, and for the reason that I want to do it. And the reason that I want to do it is because I believe that's how we're going to shift to collective. I believe that's how we're going to change the world. I believe that when everyone is living their purpose, or not even everyone, I believe when people start living their purpose, it starts to change everything. Dismantle the patriarchy, dismantle capitalism, dismantle white supremacy. So another tip, just as a bonus, is that you can take your goals, your very specific goals, and turn them into affirmations. So one of my goals is to normalize psychic development as a part of the human experience, because we look at exercising our body and we look at exercising our mind through education, and spirituality and psychic development is exercising and strengthening our spirit. And so that has become one of my affirmations, is that I normalize psychic development for the human experience, because normalizing psychic development for everyone opens them up to their fullest expression and potential. So if you're into this mini training or you like my teaching style, join me in my Native Guidance program. Enrollment closes September 12th at 9 p.m. Pacific time, and you can head to the link in my bio to check out all the details, and I can't wait to see you there.